So I'm here again with Chris Harrington. This time we're actually in Arthur's Pass at Otira. And Charger's up and running. It's here. We talked to you just over a year ago about your EECA funding and getting the Charger put in, and then now we've actually got to this point, which is a pretty incredible journey. It's gone from just sort of being your sort of dream and I guess your EECA proposal, and then being funded, and then all the way to here. So yeah, what got you into this? How did you get the idea for putting a charger in this crazy location?
I first saw an EV, it must have been 6 or 7 years ago, when my girlfriend's mum got a Nissan Leaf and running it off a full solar setup at her property in Glenham. And I thought, oh, that's a good idea. Started looking further into what infrastructure was around, and realised it wasn't very much, and that this was potentially quite a good location, to bridge east and west. And initially approached Chargenet, who weren't that interested, and then just left it for probably 4 or 5 years. I don't know what sparked me to pick the ball up again, but I think I just realised that the EVs were, reaching that number where it was going to happen. It wasn't a passing fad, and the funding was available.
Well, you need the funding to sort of get the ball rolling, and then once the ball's rolling, it's absolutely fine. But we're at the early adopter part of the uptake curve. Kind of a chicken egg problem, I always think about it, in terms of people don't want to buy electric cars if there's not enough chargers, and people don't want to build chargers if there's not enough people using electric cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to solve one of those problems. And having a bit of government funding for those early business cases that take the risk is the right way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Once we sort of get the electric vehicles out from the sort of the niche market to the mass market, when people can buy it just based on its merits, it'll do everything that they need to do, and they can travel everywhere they need to go. So hopefully, having the sign at the gate, and people notice that it is now possible to travel over this pass, over the highway. We'll get more people.
Awesome. What were the challenges between sort of from when we talked last time in terms of what you had to do to get this actually in the ground?
The challenges were largely paperwork challenges, in terms of just getting the permission that I needed. I've had to run a power cable across 2 properties, and so one of them is government owned. I've also had to put in a new driveway that goes across government owned property, and it was just a long process to get the permission.
yeah. I mean, if anyone's told government, they probably understand it.
And it did strike me as odd at one point where I've got one government department on one hand, offering me funding and pushing the project, and another government department throwing these roadblocks in the way. And it did take a while to navigate through that. But like all these projects, you just tick them off sort of one box at a time, and eventually the permission came through. I had to pay a lot of money for an easement to have the driveway. That was a one-off. And then we started digging. Put the cable in.
So you obviously had put power in here. Was there any sort of difficulties in getting power connection for the kind of fast charger in the middle of nowhere?
It wasn't difficulties if you want to throw enough money at it. Right.
So any problem goes away if you just pour your life savings into it.
That's right. Yeah, I've definitely poured my life savings into this. New transformer, 100 metres of underground cable. Not cheap stuff to install, but it was the only way to do it.
Have you had much support? So I mean, you obviously got the support from EECA as part of their co-funding. Have you had any support from district councils or anyone around in terms of this work?
No.
So you're kind of purely trailblazing, and just trying to sort of.
That's right. Yeah.
Lead the future wave.
I don't know if I'd classify this as a good investment if you were looking at it purely on that basis. But it's just something I wanted to support the movement. I kind of want to be a part of the solution, and look back as something positive to do.
Well, I mean, I think you are. Like every EV owner is going to be, thanking you for having this as available. Even if they don't use it, just knowing that hey, you can go West Coast if you have a 30 kilowatt car. We drove a 30 kilowatt here today. That's incredible, you know. And it's you know, a lot of people say, oh well, I can't afford a Tesla. Well, you can buy a cheaper car and you can get to the West Coast thanks to your efforts. So it's incredible. What would you say to someone that wants to sort of, you know, they live somewhere remotely and they're thinking about putting a charger in? Is there any sort of advice you'd offer them besides, you know, wait until there's actually more funding for it?
In terms of like the difficulties, being closer to your power source would save a lot of money.
Yeah.
If you can tap into an existing transformer switchboard, great.
Yeah.
The permission part of it was quite expensive as well. Being on a state highway, I've had to have approval for the entry and exports to the highway and things like that. So that threw a few extra complications in there. So location is quite important. But otherwise, I mean,
we got there.
It's
here.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's definitely stuff that the government and the councils can do to actually support people like yourself that want to, you know, actually invest in this infrastructure. And I mean, you know, the council and government should be trying to remove those roadblocks in the way, because that's the way they're going to drive you to the uptake. You're probably already well aware of this.
Yeah. Well, EECA have been fantastic.
Yes.
Not just in terms of, you know, helping with finance, but just in general helping with project management and you know,
going to bat for you and sort of helping you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So for a sort of a lone ranger like myself, it's quite nice to have somebody else there. You know, that's watching what you're doing and helping out. So I really enjoy that.
Cool. And I guess just to finish, what's next for this? So we've got Charger, we've got a lovely roof, we've got Type 2 Charger here, and we've got fresh gravel. I'm taking a bit of a video of the tiny house that we've got there. You actually build tiny houses, so that's pretty cool.
I do build tiny houses. That there is that building was already on the property when I got here. That was a derelict old building.
Oh wow.
That was just a sea of dead birds and infested with mice. And so
that's incredible what you've done with it.
That used to be an office, as far as I can tell. So I just called it the Ministry of Works office. So it's been livened up and it's getting repurposed.
And you said you're going to put a
That's right. Yeah, there'll be free tea and coffee and just a few things to occupy people, magazines,
cool.
a few books.
And what else have you got on your to-do list for this project?
There's going to be a playground.
Wow, awesome.
When I know there's going to be enough kids coming over. That is half built. And of course a toilet.
Oh, wonderful. So you've really got the whole package there. And I mean, what you've done here is kind of setting the stage for, you know, what people should expect from a remote fast charger. You know, when you're putting something in these locations, to actually build it out, to have, you know, a nice car park for a few vehicles to charge at once, having a bit of shelter, you know, having the waiting room and, you know, water and stuff like that. It's really just setting that standard for, you know, what people need when they're sort of charging their car.
Yeah, well, I realise people, you know, are going to be spending 20 or 30 minutes here and there's not a lot else going on. Did you get the ideas from like anywhere else, or is this just what you've seen logically concluded? Is just what I dreamed up.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, well, I'll let you go, but thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank you so much on behalf of all the other EV owners in New Zealand for putting this charger in. Really appreciate it.
Not a problem. Yeah.
What have we got here? You said you're working on this for the charger?
That's right. This is the toilet.
Awesome.
It's going to be a composting toilet.
Great.
Yeah. I obviously wanted to put in a septic system, but the cost is prohibitive. So, composting toilet.
Awesome.
Yeah. All made out of recycled parts. Knowing me, I've got the roof is made out of some of the formwork from the concrete that we did down there, and everything else is literally stuff lying around.
Looks great.
Yeah. So,
I mean, you're almost done. You just have to install the toilet seat and
and then shift it down there. And connect up the sink. We're going to put a hand washing basin in the corner.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
This is pretty much just what you do. You know, you build little houses or rooms, just whatever people need.
Yeah, tiny houses. I fabricate the trailers in my engineering shop in there, and then build the house.
So you're a one-stop shop. You do the frame, you do the trailer, you do the
Yeah, but I don't do the fit outs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I leave that to a specialist.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How did you get started into tiny houses?
It was just a friend of mine who wanted one before they were even a known thing.
Yeah.
And through that, it was just word of mouth.
Yeah, and you just did machinery and stuff before then?
Yeah, mostly.
In the area?
No, all of my work's coming from Christchurch.
Yeah.
I work on construction sites a lot.
Yeah.
So kind of that sort of steel work is my bread and butter.
Yeah.
And these other projects are just for fun.
This is just for fun. Nice. I mean, it's a beautiful location to just like, work on your projects at home and
Yeah, I love it. Like the climate's not everyone's cup of tea, but I put this shelter up about a year ago.
Yeah.
And
made a huge difference.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome. Right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the Privy in action.
Come and use it.
Yeah, when it's up next time I come out. That's great. Thank you so much.
No problem.